guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about this video today. I came up with an idea for a series to do and I think it's going to be really helpful for me and hopefully you guys will find it interesting too. So when I was doing my products I want to use up in 2015 and my project pans, for a lot of categories I didn't really have a number of things I wanted to use up. Or no, I did have a number of things I wanted to use up, but when I go to pick out the items I put in my project pans or my other projects, it's hard for me to kind of decide what would be a good item to put in that project and to use up, so that was kind of a question I had. And then when I did my makeup inventory, there were also several categories where I wasn't sure what the right number was. I mean, not that there's a right number, but I wasn't sure how many I wanted. And so I said that for blush and I think lipsticks. And then I was watching Megan from Meg's Makeup 8, her inventory, and she said she didn't have any ideal numbers for things because she just wants to have a collection that she loves and uses all of. Like, she loves everything, so she rotates and uses it all, and there isn't anything like collecting dust and just sitting there for no reason. And I think that's a really great way to look at it too. And I know that a lot of people don't like to look, I mean, even though everyone calls it their makeup collection, people don't like to think of it as a collection because that kind of implies you're just trying to hoard a lot of different things and you're not going to use them up. So I do agree with that, but I think for some items, collection might be a better term because, like for lipsticks, I think there's just I personally like having a wide variety of colors, and when I buy some more bold colors or strange colors, I don't buy them with the intent of necessarily using them all the way up. I buy them because I want to have that color option available to me when I want it, even if it's not very often. So for lipsticks and blush, I feel like that's kind of why I have so many and why I like to buy them so much, is because I feel like they can really change up your look and I like having that variety even if I won't necessarily go through them all. So then when I was doing my no buy video, if you watched that, I posted it yesterday and I'll try to link it down below if I remember. I was talking about how I wanted to be more thoughtful about my purchases, and I think like limiting the number of things you buy kind of makes you think a lot more about what you do choose to spend your money on, and I don't want to come home with things that I basically already have. So for example, this fall I saw a lot of people on YouTube talk about the blush NARS Sin, and I really was intrigued. It was not something I generally would have picked up on my own, just because it's such a dark color in the pan, but seeing a lot of different girls with lighter skin tones using it on YouTube and talking about how great it was, it really made me interested in it. So I ended up picking it up and I used it for a few weeks, and then I came across this box of makeup that I had decided I might donate or sell or just get rid of, and I found this other blush I had by the Balm. And I bought this blush, it's in Pinstripe, and I bought this in the summer. It was on sale on Outlook, so it was 50% off, and I just kind of got it on a whim because I didn't have any blushes this color. And then when I got it in the mail, I was like really scared by the color that it was because it's just so dark, and I kind of just like never used it. I put it aside, and then I ended up putting it in this box. And then I found the box after I had been using Sin and realized I really did like it, and I opened it up and I was like, oh no, look what I did. These are basically exactly the same. So they look a little different on camera, but in person they look even closer, and when you put them on your cheeks it's the same. So I kind of just want to avoid having that situation come up again. So what I want to do is go through my collection of lipsticks and blushes. I'm not sure if I'll do it for anything else, and kind of compare and contrast what I have, see which items are really similar that I don't think I need both of them, and maybe have a list of things that I might want to pick out for future project pans, and then also have this kind of as a reference for when I do go shopping. If I am shopping online and I find a NARS lipstick I really want to try, because I have been really wanting to try like their Audacious lipsticks, so if I find a shade that I really like and say it's a red shade, I can, you know, look at my collection, know which ones might be close to them, maybe bring those in my purse with me to Sephora, swatch them all together, and really decide if that shade is unique enough and different enough where I should add it to my stash. So that is kind of the whole idea behind this series, and I'm really excited to do it. So I decided for the first video I would do my red lipsticks. So I'm going to kind of turn you guys around and just have you focused on my arm, and I'm going to swatch them and talk about them, and I'm going to try to swatch ones I think might be close next to each other and just kind of chat about what I think about my red lipsticks. So let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started. So I have, I think, 13 products I'm going to swatch out for you guys and just kind of contrast and compare. So first I have this, Benetint by Benefit, and this is a stain, and I have three stains, so I'm going to do those all next to each other. So here's Benetint. This kind of is sort of a pinky red tint. And then the next one I have is Stainiac by the Balm, and I got this in a Birchbox. And sorry if you hear my dog, he decided to come in and say hello. So that one looks kind of like more pink and brighter, even though it kind of looks red in the container. So next is this lipstick by Lipstick Queen, and it's in Medieval, which is a sheer kind of red color. And on the lips it's very, very subtle, so I don't know if it'll show up, but you can kind of see it right there. Yeah. And then I have one more kind of stain sheer color, and that is the Revlon Color Burst Kissable Balm Stain in Romantic. Okay, so the first two products are really similar, kind of, I think, just in that there's stains, and I probably don't need to keep both of those around, and I was kind of already planning on focusing on the Balm one just because you can already see that some of it has been used up, or it just didn't come with a lot, I guess. So I'll probably try to put this in my list of things to maybe throw in a project pan sometime soon. I really like the Lipstick Queen Medieval. It's a very subtle, but it's a very moisturizing formula, and I got a really good deal on that. So I don't mind having that. The Color Burst Lip Balm is not my favorite just because it's kind of a minty color, or a minty, it has a minty fragrance, I guess, and taste to it. So that is my favorite, but I probably don't need 4 sheer reds, just because when I want a red lipstick, I want like a red lipstick. I want it to be bold and bright and matte usually. So this isn't stuff I usually reach for, so I could probably just do with having one of these. But I'm not quite sure which one I would pick out of all of these. Probably Medieval. So I might work on the other ones, or I might try to use up Medieval just because I do like it and I don't want to have it go bad while I'm trying to use up the other ones. Oh, and before I forget, I also have this lip gloss from NYX. It is a butter gloss in Red Velvet Cake, and this is another thing I don't really ever reach for because, like I said, when I want red, I want full-on red. But I did buy this with my other butter gloss when I was curious about this product. So it is really pigmented, and I wasn't really sure what I liked when I bought this. I was kind of trying out lip gloss, and I'm not a huge lip gloss person, but when I'm trying to get more into it, but when I do wear lip gloss, I really don't want it to be so pigmented that it could smear all over my face and make a huge mess. So this is something, I mean, I can't really give it away or sell it since I have used it a couple times, but I should maybe just get rid of it. Since it was a drugstore item and I did get it on sale, but I feel bad about throwing things away, so I don't know. But I think just looking at these things and kind of thinking about them is really useful. So even though I didn't really come up with any clear decisions on this front, I think this was useful. So anyway, let's move on to the kind of brighter, darker, redder, more lipstick products I have. Okay, so first up I'm going to swatch my really, what I think are more bright, true reds. So first I have this Stila Stale Day Liquid Lipstick in Beso. Then I have this NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil, and this is in Dragon Girl. And finally, I have this Bite Beauty lipstick in Grandifolia. And this is something I got recently. And it's just a really pretty bright red. I wore this in my no-buy video, if you saw that. Next, I'm going to swatch the dark reds, and then I think I'll talk about them all at the same time. This is another Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. The other one was a deluxe sample size, and this is a full size, and this is in Fiery. This is a ColourPop Lippie stick, and I think it used to have words on it, but they rubbed off. But it's in the color Bitchette, which is one of my favorite lipstick names of all time. And it's just kind of a dark red. This is the Bite Beauty lipstick in Bite for VIB Rouge for Sephora. This is just the little mini one you get when you become Rouge. And this is another Bite Beauty lip product. This is the High Pigment Lip Pencil in Pomegranate. And I got this in the Bite Beauty little tin that came out this holiday season. This is Lady Danger by MAC, and it is one of my favorite reds. It's a very bright orangey red. Finally, I have this lipstick by a local Minneapolis cosmetics company called the Elixir, and it's in the shade Dessa. And Dessa is a local hip-hop artist, rapper, singer, writer, poet, amazing woman. And I have a super girl crush on her, and so that's the main reason I bought this. But it is right here. And they're looking a little bit different on camera, but I'm just going to talk about how they look in real life. So hopefully you can kind of tell what I'm talking about, but it might not be coming. They are looking a little bit brighter, at least on my camera, the viewfinder or whatever. So let's see. So this is where we started with the Beso, and that is very different from Dragon Girl. I would say out of all of these, Dragon Girl is very unique. It looks more pink compared to all the other ones when they're all on my arm like this, and none of the other ones really give off that color, although the lip gloss is looking a little pink to me as well, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of that product in general, so I'm definitely like Dragon Girl, and I have no problem having that in my collection. This one right here, this was the Bite Beauty in Grandifolia, and this one is very, very bright and just a very true red, I would say. And Beso is a little bit darker, but I would say these two are pretty close. And so Fiery is, that one is a little different. Okay, so I would say these two are close, and I probably don't need to have both of these in my collection, but they are very different formulas since this one's a liquid, kind of long wearing formula, and this is just a regular lipstick. So that is something to keep in mind. And then this is Fiery, which is the darker red. Although I feel like it looks exactly the same as Beso on camera, it is a deeper shade of red. And that one I feel like is pretty comparable to this, what is this one? That was the Bite Beauty High Pigment Lip Pencil, I think. Okay, yeah, so this is the Bite Beauty in Pomegranate Pencil. And I would say these two are, like all four of these are pretty similar in shade. They aren't dupes or anything, but they're similar enough where I don't feel like it's necessary to have all of them. So this is the VIB Rouge one, and that was one I was already kind of focusing on, or not focusing on, but thinking about focusing on, just because it is a mini size and that would be easier to use up. And then maybe, like, I should probably be wearing these liquid lipsticks more because they are, I think they go bad sooner than the actual lipsticks do. But the ColourPop one, that one is 1 gram instead of 3 grams like most lipsticks are. So I really enjoy that as well because you can pay just $5 and you get like a smaller lipstick, but it is something that's more manageable to get through. And then The high pigment lip pencil, that one's really nice too. But out of all these, I probably don't need any more like dark, deep red shades. And I will probably try to use up at least 1 or 2 of these this year. We'll see. I'm not sure how hard it is to use up a red lip product. And then the last 2 I have here, I would say are both really unique when it comes to comparing them to the rest of my collection. Lady Danger is super orange. It looks, in fact, it doesn't even look red, kind of, but when I have them all next to each other, it looks pretty orange. So I think that one is fine. And this one from the Elixir, I don't even really know how to describe it. I don't think it's coming across well on camera, but it almost looks a bit yellowy, but not in an orange way. Like, I think the undertones in this are very, very unique. And I don't remember exactly what it said on the website, but I know they kind of made it to complement olive skin tones, and it's supposed to be good for any skin tone, but it was specifically to complement olive skin tones. So that one just looks really unique compared to the rest. So I think looking at these was really helpful. I probably don't need any more sheer red lipsticks just because I don't reach for them. I have a lot of dark reds and I should probably focus on some of those. And then these 2 are very unique. But I don't need to buy anything that looks like these. So I don't need any orange-based lipsticks, or I don't even know what this is, but I don't need anything that looks like it. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave some feedback down below if you think this series is interesting, because I want to make sure you guys like watching it and it's not just useful for me. So please let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you again soon. Bye!